Hello everybody. In this video, I'm gonna be playing a puzzle rush on chess.com with a survival mode. So let's start. Okay, so they take here that I think we can play rook to d1 and checkmate. Again, rook to d8 followed by rook takes e8 is a simple back rank mate. Okay, I think queen takes g2 is checkmate. Um, Actually, queen to b1 is a nice skewer. It attacks the king, but also attacks the queen behind. Let's take the queen. Okay, this is an example of yet another back rank mate. Rook to h1, rook takes f1, and rook takes d1 is checkmate. This is a mate in one with queen takes h7. This is another mate in one with queen takes f2, checkmate. And this is a smothered checkmate pattern. See if you can find it. The move is knight takes c7. It's a checkmate. This is a simple mate in one. Queen takes h2. Um, we could go here. Queen to c3 is a fork. Attacks the king and it attacks the rook. So queen to c3. Let's take the rook. And in this position, we can trade the rooks and then start pushing our a pawn probably. Let's do that. And the king can't catch us, so we get the queen first. Okay. Um. So we do have some captures. So first we want to look at the checks. I think bishop takes h7 is a check. I'm highlighting the checks in blue. Okay, that's one check. Now let's look at the captures. Uh, Knight takes c6 looks like a capture. Again, bishop takes h7 is also a capture. Um, we could play queen takes b7, but that doesn't make much sense. So let me eliminate that. Let's see. I think the move should be knight takes bishop. Yeah, and then uh, we get the two rooks. Okay, and again, this just looks like it wins material. But there's an even better move. We just have checkmate right here. Okay. Um, we could push. We could take. Those are the only good moves that are appealing to me. Think I'll push and then capture the queen. Ooh, I think knight f7 is a checkmate. And there's actually a mate in 2 here from this position. Mate in 3. Hmm. So I'm looking at this move. I think that's just a checkmate. It leads to a checkmate after. Okay. So can I play the move knight to h5? That just looks like a checkmate. Um, so I am going a little bit slowly. This is not my usual pace to explain my thought process. So I think we can go knight to c7 check. The king has to go here, and then queen to d6 is checkmate. Okay, so we could capture the rook, so that's a capture. Do we have any checks? Queen to g4 doesn't make any sense because we can just be captured. I don't think we have any great checks. Okay, let's look for captures. Um, so that's the capture we saw. We could take the knight, which doesn't do good. Think we could play c4 maybe, and then we could take the rook. All right, so I think this is just simple checkmate. Mm, again, this is simple checkmate. We could go bishop here. The king will run to b1, and then do you see the follow-up move? It's a mate and two from that position. We can play queen to d1 check. They have to block with the queen on c1. Then we take it, and that's a checkmate. So I'll show you what I mean. Okay. Think bishop to a3 check makes a lot of sense. Okay, I guess the idea is that once I take, play a knight check, but but I think hmm think we can play king to f7. Once they take our queen, we can take the rook. Okay, appealing moves. Rook to f1 check. Obviously, should probably be a checkmate somewhere here. Oh yeah, I see a checkmate. Rook to f1, king to g2. Do you guys see the checkmate? It's rook to g1. That's mate. Let's see if it was correct. Yes, it is. Um, we could go queen takes rook check. Once the king runs there, think that's checkmate. So let's take the rook. Hmm. Okay. Sorry. Queen to b5 check. Okay, let's think. Hmm. I think we could block with the bishop. We could block with the bishop, tempoing the queen. If the queen takes here, we could play bishop to c6, attacking the knight. I think that looks reasonable. Um, I think that looks reasonable. Oh, okay. Um, let's see. So we have a check here. King has to run probably. King probably go here or here. Hmm. We could even play. So yeah, we could play knight to g2, or we could play g5, or wait a sec. Can we play? Can we play bishop to e7? Ooh, oh yeah, that might be a checkmate. Okay. Um, I think I see a checkmate starting with knight takes f7 check. King runs to c8. We can play the rook sacrifice, rook to e8. The bishop's forced to recapture. Then we can play queen to d8, and that's a checkmate. So that's a checkmate. Okay, think queen takes pawn. It's probably just checkmate. Hmm. Okay. We could take here definitely, or we could probably do something else like um we could take the knight also. It's two moves that I'm looking at. I mean, taking the knight wins us a pawn. Don't know how good that is. Um, yeah, let's see. So, hmm, okay, this is quite an interesting position. Ooh, I think we can take the pawn because once the bishop recaptures, we can take the bishop with check and get a free knight. Okay, so my intuition is telling me just go to b1 and give a check. That should be pretty good. I think so. No, let's go back to this puzzle. Wonder what the mistake there was. Okay, it's a fork. We take that. Okay, which we just take it back. Okay, only good move to me looks like rook check. And once the king runs to h1, I can see a checkmate. So let's play that. Okay, so oh yeah, the king runs there. We could play. Let's see, we could play bishop to c5 maybe, setting up a discover attack. I think bishop c5 is pretty good. Don't know what else we could do. Hmm. What else could we do? Let's see. I think bishop to c5 makes sense. Okay. Think so. I think I'll just go to a8. Yeah, so that if they check with the rook, we can block with the rook and give check. And I think we can take the rook. Okay, that was kind of complicated. This one's pretty easy. I think could play rook to e6. He won't walk with his king back because that just simply loses due to king takes d5. So that's why after rook to e6 check, he'll block with the rook. We could take and go. Oh, so I think I see it. We could play check, and once the king runs somewhere, when we take the rook, check takes. Um, Something tells me that positions are draw, so I think we should take here and then go here. Yeah. Okay. So we could for first let's look at the checks. Rook there is a check. Sorry. Rook there is a check. I don't know how good that is. Just sack a rook. Um. So probably eliminated. Um. We could play f2. F2 seems like a good move. Hmm. Rook takes e4. I don't see the point. I mean, what's the point of rook takes f4? Why would you possibly go rook takes e4? So I think The answer's got to be something like f2. No, f2 once the rook comes here. Like let's say, oh sorry, f2 once the rook comes here. What do we do? Hmm, it's actually a good question. Or there's even, wait a sec. There might be an idea where we sack the rook. He takes. We could go queen here, check. If he moves the king back, it's checkmate. Okay. So he'll block, then we can take it. Or we can take it with the queen. Yeah, I think that looks good. So let's sack it. Check. Check. Okay. Great. Okay, 35. Mm, so what can we do? Ooh, Um, we could go like rook f4 because I don't see any good checks. So we're attacking the queen. The queen can't go back to g3 because of rook g4. Okay. So wherever it goes, if it goes back here or here or here or here or here, I think we can take the pawn. Okay, so it must be rook f4. Open it. Okay. Okay, so this is an endgame. Think we just win the bishop. The fork. Okay. We might have to bring our knight back. Yes, we take it. No. Okay, I think we can take it. Yes. So I've beaten my record of 36, and now I'm feeling pretty confident. Okay, so let's see, white to move. Something tells me I've seen this puzzle somewhere. Some mating net. Okay, so let's think about this because pawn is going upwards. We can't push the pawn. Okay, it's one move eliminated. We can't go king here. Probably don't want to go here or here or here. Where would we move the knight if we wanted to go? We could go king b. We could go king b6. How bad that is. Ooh, okay, wait. I think this is a zigzag. Like we could play knight to d4. Okay, listen to me. Knight to d4. We force black's knight to move, and then we push the pawn. That looks like a pretty good idea. Or do we have any? Okay, wait. Now I think we push the pawn. We push the pawn. Knight's coming here. We play king to c4. No, that runs into knight to a3 check. So wait, I think it gotta be pushing the pawn. He attacks the pawn. We obviously have to push it. Okay, 38. So checks. I'm looking at only one check here, and I think that just leaves you a simple checkmate. Maybe no. Does. Okay, this is a little bit of a complicated position. So we see this pawn is about to promote and checkmate us. So we probably have to attack with checks. Okay, let's see. So when I look at checks, I'm looking at rook to e7, rook to f8, and probably not knight to d6 because knight just takes. I don't see anything after that. Okay, so and also rook to f8. I don't know how good it is because after the rook takes, I just don't see anything. Also, if the rook takes with a pin on our queen, so that would be even worse. I think it's rook to e7. If the king takes, probably go something like queen here, some mate. Yeah, okay. We could also go knight here, check. It's not that bad. I think I'd rather want my queen here. Let's say we go queen here, check. Where will black's king go? I mean, like, you can't go here. Okay, that's eliminated. You can't go. No, wait a sec. Let's go. So if we go queen, sorry. So we're thinking of two moves: queen f7 and knight to g6. So let's calculate queen f7. So if we go queen to f7, okay, if we go queen to f7, um, I don't think the black king can go here. Can't go there. 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 It has to go here. Only here. Sorry, wait. Yeah, it has to only go here. Oopsies. Aha. So can only go there. Then what do we play? So here's what we've calculated. Queen f7, king here. Hmm. Oh yeah, and then I think we just have a mate in one, right? Okay. Um. So there's hanging pieces everywhere. There's hanging piece here. There's a hanging piece here. The fork. Sorry. Could take that, or we could take that, or we could go queen to d4 and try to go for a smothered mate. Oh, I think that looks pretty good actually. Or we could go queen to d4 and take the bishop. But I think the smothered mate looks good. Oh, okay. Just gives up the rook. Sure, it is so. Okay, wait. I think uh, maybe we could sack the rook here. I think if we sack the rook, let's see. Wait. Oh, wait. We could just play knight there checkmate. Right? Yeah. Okay. What can we do? So we can just take this piece. It's just free, I think. I think once the knight takes, we could trade and then take up the knight. So that looks like a good move. Like he's attacking our queen now, that's the problem. So I think we'll take it. Okay, he takes us. We trade, then we take it. Okay. Now we're going on to really hard puzzles. 2230. Okay. I think queen takes f3 here is obvious. Probably. Okay. Could even go rook to g1 check. I don't think rook to g1 makes sense. Okay, queen takes f3. Let's see, wait. So, first let's look at checks. This check, rook h1, king here. Maybe we can force a ladder. Checkmate. Yeah, I think I see a mate. Maybe it's gotta be rook h1, right? Okay, rook h1. I think we just come back. Here we check. Oh no. Oops. Okay, wait. What's the move here then? If it's not rook to g1, what's the move? Huh? Could it be queen to g3 check? With the idea that if the king goes here, yeah, what do we do if the king goes there? Hmm. Don't know, man. Just such a complicated position. Oh, I think. Oh, it was rook to h5. Aha, yeah, it was rook to h5. King has to go there. Then we come in there for checkmate. Okay. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you later.